Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is your friend Dharam Singh here, and I have very intelligent, very smart person here, Pana from Greece, and he recently completed PgMP and then PfMP, and we are fortunate to have him here today to talk about his journey as well as I have a number of questions about his experience. So Pana, welcome here. How are you today?
Thank you, Dharam. Thank you for inviting me to this webinar. I'm fine. I'm glad to be here.
Fantastic. So Pana, as I said, he's coming from Greece and he have lots of project management experience, quality operation management, and working for pharmaceutical industry. More than 15 years of experience. Recently completed the PGMP, 24th August 2024, and then he completed the PFMP very recently, just before the Christmas time, 23rd of December 2024. What a way to complete, finish a year. Two certificate, major certificate, and great job. How are you feeling now after completing your both certificates?
Full of PMI certificates. Now I'm done. I feel I have all three of them, so I'm covered.
So, anything else you like to talk about your profession? Anything you like to share so people know who
I
you
work in
are?
pharmaceutical industry for 15, almost 16 years. I worked extensively in quality. And currently I'm quality operations director for pharmaceutical industry. I do not utilize explicitly the program management portfolio management, but the knowledge that I have gained, I feel that they have helped me a lot so as to see the whole picture from a more program management, portfolio management mindset. And I look forward to apply them to my daily work.
Anything you like to talk about your certificates?
Uh, both of the certificates from program and portfolio were uh, very difficult, I would say. They require a lot of attention and preparation. It's not something easy as compared to PMP. For PMP, I've done it on my own preparation, but for program management and portfolio management, I needed support. Unfortunately, for program management, the first time I failed, and then I went to Dharam. I needed to grasp. It was. I think it's very difficult to grasp the mindset for program management and portfolio. But if I would compare both certificates, I would say that program management is a slightly bit more difficult. The exams, I mean, as compared to portfolio, but both of them are difficult. They need a lot of preparation.
Okay, let me rectify your thought process. Exam is difficult when you're not fully prepared. When you're fully prepared, mentally ready, you have done everything, and you find the exam easy. So exam, yes, you compare with PMP or other certificate. These certificates are not easy to go through, especially because the journey itself it will need a lot of commitment. One is to write the application. It has to be as not only what you've done, how you present your application is more important. So journey, application process itself, and then the of course the preparation. So if you've done everything what you needed for the preparation of your exam, you will do great in exam. Okay. So in your second attempt, when you go through the PGMP with my program, and I think you did really well,
Yes, yes, of course.
right? So the focus here today is we talking here global strategic portfolio management. No, it's not actually. We're going to talk about number of questions I have. Let me ask the first question. In your experience, how can program manager assess when to adapt new tools for quality management versus maximizing the potential of existing ones? What factor should guide these decisions?
Okay. Deciding whether to adopt new tools for quality management or existing ones requires careful assessment of both internal needs of the company and external opportunities. So basically, program management can follow several steps. I will highlight some of them. In the beginning, of course, an assessment of current tools capabilities should be assessed. So evaluate the performance, identify gaps, utilize and also check if the current tools that are applicable are being fully utilized. If underutilization takes place, then focus on training or optimization of the existing ones. So I would say that assessing the current tool capabilities is very important. Moreover, understanding the needs of the program is essential. Seeing the scope of the program, any evolving requirements, and other important aspect is the feedback from stakeholders. This is also crucial. Analyze market trends and innovations, emerging technologies. A lot of AI-powered technologies are there.
Yeah.
I would also conduct a cost-benefit analysis, financial investment, opportunity costs, and return on investment by utilizing those tools. Evaluate risks, integration challenges, leverage some pilot testing. This is also helpful when you want to utilize them. And one last thing is it's important that those tools must be aligned with the strategic goals of a program and portfolio, of course. So basically, I would say that if we want to highlight the key decision factors, which I would say that those are the performance gaps, meaning are the current tools uh, are current tools limiting the progress or introducing inefficiencies or bottlenecks. Another thing is resource constraints, meaning can the program afford the time and financial cost of a new tool, regulatory requirements, innovation needs, and sustainability as key decision factors.
Fantastic. So, so do you know which tool you have gone through this process? Any particular tool have you gone through? Any?
Listen, in general, I utilize a lot the ChatGPT. It's fantastic. For there is one more for some uh, Gantt charts that we utilize sometimes. But in general, here in Greece, we're not utilizing so extensively AI tools as compared to other countries. Uh, but in general, ChatGPT is something that you should start with.
Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, now the ChatGPT becoming more and more available and useful with more features available. Of course, many people are using it already, and how you use the tool is important. The tool is there, everybody can use it, but how can you maximize the use of this tool or
Yes,
this
this is the most important. Yes.
exactly. How do lean principles enhances quality across diverse project management methodologies? What should program managers consider a lean approach over quality focused practices?
In general, lean principles are being utilized a lot, especially in quality frameworks. Lean principles focus on delivering maximum value while minimizing wastes. They can enhance quality
Yeah.
across various project management methodologies, agile, waterfall, hybrid, by improving efficiency, fostering collaboration, emphasizing on continuous improvement. I would say that I will try to highlight some of the process a little bit. Uh, one first thing is the lean tools are streamlining the process so as to minimize waste, and they're standardizing a procedure through lean tools. Collaboration is being enhanced. So we have frequent communication and feedback loops from stakeholders so as to ensure alignment with customer and stakeholder needs. We have cross-functional teams that need to be in collaboration. We have another tool that it's being used is Kaizen, continuous improvement. So Lean fosters a culture of ongoing refinement, encouraging teams. And of course, the emphasis should be on value-driven outcomes. for example, customer-centric approach. So Lean should prioritize delivering value to the customer, and quality at every step, so as to emphasize on total quality management, meaning encompassing the whole company, the programs and the portfolios in under the umbrella of whole quality. As regards the other question about when to consider a lean approach over
Yeah.
other quality practices, I would say that when you see high level of waste or inefficiency, or need of for quick iterations, or when you don't have so many resources, or you want to speed up things and eliminate wastes from your quality processes, then you need to approach from a lean perspective, meaning standardization of the processes, minimizing wastes as regards movements or extra steps that should be eliminated, and reduce complexity. When you want to eliminate complexity, then you want to lean to quality and to lean tools.
Okay.
So
Got it.
lean is ideal for simplifying overly complex processes, so that result in errors, over communication, delays, reduced quality, rework.
Okay. Exam simulator, I believe. Yeah. So Pana used the exam simulator for PgMP and PfMP. How was your experience with them?
Uh, I used both of them. For program, I used your exam simulator as well as for portfolio. Moreover, I used your references, your reference
Mhm.
books. They were very, very helpful. I would say that your simulators were very, very close to real exams, and they help you consolidate fully the difficult exam um, framework and the questions, and both of the certificates have a huge difficulty, and the difficulty is that you need to grasp the mindset from PMI as regard program management and portfolio. This can be accomplished through your simulators, which are very, very close to real exams and to real world problems. And this is what PMI wants to check from
Yeah.
the exams, if you can be a real program or portfolio manager.
Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Actually, I spent a lot of time to come up with questions. I also released the app I call vCare PM Exam Mentor. And Android-based app is already out. So anybody who's using Android phone, they can download it now. They can use number of features, number of free features. iOS based is coming up. It's probably another 15 days away. Some we have to pull it out because of some reason. So and iOS is coming up. But if you are having Android phone, feel free to use a number of features from that. Okay. Another thing is, if anybody is preparing for PGMP, PFMP, or any other certificate, you may like to put your name, your contact detail on the question pad, and I will come back to you. Maybe I will provide you a coupon code as well, which can help you to save up to 10% on the program fees. Okay. So, but that will be. I used to give the coupon code on the chat, but I like to see your interest first, and I will send you an email with the coupon code. Okay. So let's put that aside. Let me take you through the next question. What are the key success factors in benefit relation that help uphold program quality? And how can managers proactively address common shortcomings?
Okay. In general, when we talk about program management and program quality, we talk about a lot about benefit realization.
Yeah.
So benefit realization uh, is crucial, is critical in ensuring program quality and achieving strategic objectives. Uh, so, uh, Key success factors in benefit realization include clearly defined goals, stakeholder alignment, proactive risk management. Um, so, if I want to clarify them, I would say that the key success factor in benefit realization is clear and measurable benefits, smart goals, strong stakeholder engagement. For example, holding regular meetings to align expectation, manage conflicts, update stakeholders on progress. Of course, integration with organizational strategy, for example, by using strategic roadmaps to link program deliverables to overarching business objectives. That's also beneficial and key success factor in benefit realization. Effective governance and decision making. This is also crucial. For example, using steering committees or benefit realization boards to monitor progress and address deviations. This is also crucial. And in general, ownership and accountability is very, very important for every program so as to achieve quality and benefits through quality. It's important to use RASI matrix to define roles and for benefit realization. And assign for example, assign operations manager or supply chain manager or quality manager accountability so as to achieve production efficiency target. That would be an example. As regards to your other question, you talked about common shortcomings,
Yeah.
right? Shortcoming would be the lack of clarity in terms of benefits. So when we have vague or overly ambitious benefits is a problem. So the solution would be to refine benefits into smart goals and validate them. Misalignment with strategic goals is also a very big problem. So programs delivering outputs not aligned with organizational priorities, it's, it's problematic, and they do not foster program quality. So the solution would be to conduct regular strategic alignment reviews to evaluate for evaluation. Ineffective communication is also very, very important. This could lead to roadblocks. And when a program overlooks the long-term benefits, this is also a challenge. So many programs focus on short-term wins, ignoring sustained outcomes. This causes a problem, and then we don't have benefits realized through this program. So the solution, to my view, would be to include post-program evaluations so as to ensure benefits.
Okay. Okay, guys, I just put a link for you to book my time in case you're interested. So it's very simple. Talk to Dharam, www.talktodharam.com. So feel free to book my time. Um, yeah, moving to next question. So this is a long question, Pana, for you.
Mhm.
What approaches can program manager use to communicate the value of quality initiative to C-suite executives in a way that resonates with their priorities and drive organizational impact? And what role does leadership play in fostering a culture of quality? And how can a leader inspire their team to prioritize quality in every aspect of a program?
Okay, important question because every program or portfolio should target C executives and targets them. So, to my view, program managers and portfolio managers must align the narrative of quality framework initiatives with strategic goals and KPIs. How to do them? How to do it? The important thing is to speak the language of C-level, meaning speak the language of business value. So by highlighting the return on investment is very important. So when a quality initiative is not linked with return on investment, then this is a problem for C executives. So when you do the connection, then this quality initiative becomes a little bit easier to be implemented. And then this come when and then subsequently aligning with strategic objectives, then you also speak the language of C executives. demonstrating how quality enables innovation by providing reliable foundation for experimentation is very common for C executives. Using data-driven stories enhances quality in the mind of C levels. So meaning when you visualize results, you present through a clear way, through dashboarding, with when you use concise data visualization, this makes the communication even more transparent and more clear, so as to gain benefits from C executives. Moreover, when you emphasize on risk mitigation and being proactive, then this positions quality in the upper level of C executives. And at last, I would say when you present the competitive advantage of the quality initiative or quality solution that you propose, then this solution becomes high level for C executives. So, and answering to the next one was about the role of leadership, correct?
Okay.
The role of leadership in fostering quality.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, Leadership plays a pivotal role in programs and portfolio management and portfolio and in general program quality. The role of leaders should be leading by example, by providing the necessary tools, training, supporting, empowering teams so as to attain total quality management, by setting clear vision, clear paths, empowering teams when upper management fosters a safe environment for experimentation, doing mistakes without reprimanding or without punishment, learning through mistakes, deviating from the process so as to attain results without fearing of mistakes. This is very, very crucial for attaining quality in a program because punitive cultures are roadblocks. And at last, when upper management recognizes and rewards excellence, uh, this is very important, very pivotal for programs, portfolios, even projects. So I would say at last, um, when upper management has a continuous improvement mindset,
Yep.
this is very, very crucial for attainment of excellence within programs, portfolios, projects, everything.
Yeah. So the leadership plays a very important role. How
Yes,
to
of course.
establish the culture of change and inspiring everybody, motivating them, taking them through the journey, and of course, working with program manager, portfolio manager to cultivate that culture. Right. So, what practical applications and limitations do you see for generative AI, artificial intelligence, in maintaining program quality and supporting decision making in program management?
The last years, I would say the last 2 years, generative AI has plays an immense role and pivotal role that can be utilized to enhance program quality, decision making, program management, project management. But let's talk about program management, which is very, very important.
Yeah.
Generative AI is very, very important for program management the last years. Uh, but these generative AI tools has also limitations. But let's talk about the applications. I would say for applications in program management and program quality, I would say that by utilizing AI tools, you enhance quality assurance. You can generate test cases, scenarios, different reports, gather information, identify patterns. This is very, very important for quality assurance. It helps in decision support, in decision management, decision support management. Scenario simulation. This is very. There are many tools. There are many tools for scenario simulation, what if analysis, Monte Carlo analysis. This helps quality managers a lot, so as to identify patterns, mistakes, roadblocks, to synthesize data, information. Um, Generative AI tools helps a lot in process optimization, and this is linked a lot to quality, to fostering quality, process optimization. Moreover, risk mitigation. Generative AI tools can be used in risk mitigation by analyzing historical data to predict potential risks and gather information so as to conduct risk analysis, FMA tools. And at last, of course, generative AI tools can be used for stakeholder communication, enhancing it
Yeah.
uh, by tailoring reports specific for the stakeholder needs and gathering the information so as to enable a seamless communication pattern for stakeholder communication. But of course, there are many, there are a lot of, uh, how can I say, limitations and problems with generative AI. One is that it depends a lot on data
Yeah.
and data quality. Uh, Generative AI tools lack of conceptual understanding, so they lack of human intuition, so they may not have so robust answers on some problems. This is a limit.
Yeah.
Uh, when we are getting accustomed to AI tools, then we over rely on automation and we tend to extensively depend on them. To my view, this masks the human oversight. This is this is problem, and of course they are costly. They're complex. The in many companies, people resist on using them because because it's a little bit difficult to change from simple tools to AI tools. So I would say that when a program management wants to leverage generative AI, then he should define clear use cases, maintain human oversight as possible, focus on data governance and data quality, establish strong data management practices to ensure accuracy. This is very crucial. Invest in training and adopt an iterative approach, meaning start with pilot projects, pilot program, or pilot AI tools in projects, and before scaling them to programs or portfolios.
Okay. Yeah. So generative AI is a new things happening, and we there are a lot of advantage. Yes, of course, utilizing some of the things you mentioned. Great tool, but how you use it, how effectively you can use it is the most important thing. I'm going to put a PDU code on the chat. So if you don't see that, then I will let me know. So I just put a PDU code, a course identifier, and the PDU code. Can you please check and record it for your purpose? So when you claiming the PDU code, you can provide the code, and it will distribute the portion of to different areas. So you don't have to do anything. You select, know the date and time, and it will help you to get one PDU. People watching this webinar, they have to communicate with me to get this PDU. Right? So can you? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so my next question, this is the audience question. How does scope creep affect project quality, and what strategies can program managers use to mitigate its impact?
Okay, important question. Scope creep in projects is very. I would say it's a roadblock. Because when you have scope creep, then you don't have so many so good focus on quality.
Yeah.
Scope creep often leads to the addition of unplanned tasks or deliverables, diverting resources and without attention on quality. So you keep adding things without proper management and approval. There is an increased risk of errors when scope expands without proper planning and approvals. Then teams may rush to complete tasks with
Mhm.
errors, increasing the likelihood of errors and defects. Resource may be overloaded.
Yeah.
Uh, Moreover, there would be maybe there will be misalignment with stakeholder expectations. So, meaning a control scope changes can cause miscommunication or dissatisfaction between stakeholders, and this becomes a roadblock in program quality. Schedule and budget overruns often stems from scope creep in project quality and program quality. As regards strategies to overcome it and mitigate it, define clear objectives and requirements. This is very, very important. And if we want to talk with language of PMI, if we
Mm.
if we use a requirement traceability matrix to monitor changes, this is beneficial. Implement a rigorous change control process with approvals through change control boards. Frequent communication and stakeholder engagement in every change and in every change that affects programs and projects. Uh, Maybe utilizing agile methodologies.
Yep.
You utilize agile methodologies, then you reduce scope creep, especially when you are in a waterfall mode. Uh, in general, as PMI says, when you should educate your stakeholders so as to avoid adding or altering scope and so as to avoid scope creep, because this helps understand the risk. Helps the stakeholders understand the risks of the scope creep, meaning changing the scope with during the project. This is very, very important. So by proactively managing scope, program managers can ensure that the project stays on track without problems and adhering to quality.
Yeah. So first of all, avoiding scope creeps by having proper change control process, which you mentioned, and yes, there's impact if you keep adding scope without adding new budget or new more like expanding the time. The resources get impacted. They are too much overloaded, and that get impact. The quality get definitely get impacted. So yeah, we need to keep an eye how to manage those changes and keeping the scope, without, if you do spend, which okay, but add the required amount of money and required number of resources so we don't overload. Okay. I like to acknowledge that I'm not 100% today after 48 hours of flight and delayed cancelled flight, reaching the early morning here, could not have enough sleep. So if you do not see me 100%, so that can be the reason. I'm a little bit of jet lag as well, coming from India, Hong Kong, and this and that. So I don't want to talk about the story, but yes, I want to make sure that I acknowledge that I'm not 100% today. But if you see me next time, or you have seen me in past, you will see me more excited. So apologies if you don't find me. I mean, Pana is great; he's done a great job, but I'm not 100%. But thank you, Pana, and thank you all of you for joining. And I hope you learned something out of this. And keep asking questions. Feel free to join my programs, or you have a link to talk to me. That talk to Dharam.com. Book my time, and I will be happy to share anything you like to know.
Thank you,
Anything
Dharam,
else?
for this opportunity to talk about quality and program management, and your mentorship was pivotal for my success, I would say.
Yeah, I'm glad I was able to add some value to you. and looking forward to see you succeeding in your life. And I like to see many of the people here who are already attended some programs. I can see Peter and Sherwin, and yeah, I can see many of you actually already my student or done the class. So thank you for your trust in me, and I like to continue to help you out and see more and more successes.
Thank you, Dharam.
Thank you, and see you soon again. Um, all right, so appreciate and see you again with the new. I have actually this lady coming from Nigeria, coming from construction, very renowned. She got some awards as well recently, and she was my PMP student. But she's coming with the architecture background and construction background. You're going to learn a lot from her. So keep an eye on the LinkedIn post or the messages. So I'm sure you're going to find very interesting. It's like Panas. All right. Yes, we are early today, but I don't want to expand if you don't have to. If there were any question, I could have taken. But at the moment, we're going to close the session, and feel free to stay connected with me and to Pana, and I'm sure he will be happy to help you out.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.